Morning, Liz. I'm officially off to Berlin for 2 weeks. Heading to the airport now. Thanks for agreeing to house sit and take care of Fluffkin. Means a lot. Oh, is that today? I completely forgot about it. Yep, I'm already on the way to the airport. I'll definitely get you and Craig some gifts. No, you don't have to do that. In fact, I'd prefer it if you didn't. Unlike you, Craig and I can travel anytime we want to. We don't have to keep our purses tight for months just to go for one trip. Besides, we've been to Berlin so many times at this point, so there's nothing you can get that'll really surprise us. No need to waste your measly income on the two of us. We can afford things just fine. Ouch. That's kinda rude, but if you say so. I won't buy anything for you two then. To be honest, I can't believe you're actually going though. And for 2 whole weeks? Isn't that a little too long for someone like you? You barely make any money. Are you sure you should be wasting it on an extravagant trip to Europe? What exactly is that supposed to mean? I make enough money to take myself on a little trip. What I mean is that I think you're being irresponsible. Don't you think so too? I might be assuming things, but you don't seem to make a lot of money, just based off of your education and whatnot. And that probably means you don't have any money saved up either. So to spend thousands of dollars to travel seems irrational to me, you know? Isn't this a little out of your league? Excuse me? Where is all of this coming from? Well, I'm not surprised to be honest. You barely graduated middle school, so maybe your math is stuck at an elementary level. It must be hard for someone like you to budget, since you didn't get a real education like the rest of us. That's probably why you spend all of your money the moment you have a little bit saved up. Stupid decision-making probably comes naturally to you. Liz, what the hell? This is way out of line even for you. You've always been kind of mean to me about the whole dropping out of school thing, but you don't have to go this far. I'm just living my life. Just leave me alone. Aw, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? I didn't intend to. Well, this shouldn't bother you if it's not true, right? Maybe you're feeling hurt because I'm calling you out? Okay, this is getting weirdly aggressive. I think you've said enough. If I say it's rude, it's rude. Don't gaslight me into believing I'm the one in the wrong when you came at me out of nowhere. Whatever. This doesn't really concern me anyway. I hope you enjoy your trip. Unlike a good-for-nothing high school dropout like you, Craig and I actually have things to do with our lives. We won't be able to help you when things go wrong on your trip. So, good luck. Don't come crying to us when your elementary German doesn't work out there. I'm not going to text you over something like that. Besides, you don't really need German to travel through Berlin for 2 weeks. And even if I did, I have the brains to handle that. Just take care of Fluffkin and watch over the house for me, okay? That's all I ask. Hey, Craig. Sorry to message you on your day off. Do you have a quick second right now? It's sort of an emergency. Oh, damn. Is everything okay? What's up, sis? I was supposed to fly back from Berlin today, but I might not make it home today. There's a really bad storm and a lot of the flights are being cancelled. I think my flight might be cancelled too, since it's scheduled to fly during the peak of the storm. Yikes, that sucks. Hope the storm passes quick. Yeah, I know. It's so stressful. I just want to get home to my kitty. I'm going to book another flight, but it looks like the earliest I can come home is gonna be the day after tomorrow. So can you feed Fluffkin for a few more days? Oh yeah, I can do that. Liz and I are pretty free right now, so we can make time to take care of the little kitty. I kinda like Fluffkin now too. That's a relief. You and Liz are super busy and are always going on business trips, so I was worried that you two might be out of town the next few days. I didn't want Fluffkin to starve. Yeah, like I said, it's fine. We can feed the cat. But what you should be worrying about is your stuff. If you're gonna be gone for another 2 more days, all your stuff is going to be stuck outside. But I guess that's none of our business, so you'll figure it out. What are you talking about? What do you mean my stuff is going to be stuck outside? So, the thing is, while you were out of town, we moved all of your things out of the house. It all happened so suddenly, so I didn't have a chance to talk to you about it. My bad for telling you kinda last minute. Liz and I have been talking the last few days, and we decided that we don't want you to live with us anymore. So we moved all of your stuff out into the shed. Which means we need you to move out when you come back from Berlin. Dude, what the hell? What do you mean I'm moving out? Or more like, why am I being kicked out? How could you decide all of this without talking things over with me? Like I said, it was sudden. I'm sorry. I was busy with work and didn't have the chance to tell you. Plus, with the time difference, it just wasn't the right time, you know? You think a retroactive sorry is going to work here? And screw the time difference! This is something that is urgent! You better have a good explanation for this. Okay, hear me out. So I didn't tell you this, but Liz is pregnant. She's 4 months in. The baby is going to be born next spring. Liz is pregnant? I had no idea. I guess that's kinda good news. But what does that have to do with anything? Well, given the fact that we're welcoming a baby into our life, we think it's best that you move out. We don't think you'd be a good influence on our kid, given that you're a high school dropout with no purpose in life. Well, Liz thinks so at least. You get where we're coming from, right? This is for our kid. That's all it is. I don't even know what to say. I didn't think I'd hear this coming out of your mouth of all people. First of all, you think I'm a bad influence? And second of all, how could you say that I have no purpose in life? What the hell? How could you say this to your own sister? After everything we went through together? Hey, relax, Joanna. It's not as bad as you think it is. I read somewhere that children grow up to be more empathetic when they live in a pet-friendly household. So at least your kitty won't be homeless. No way in hell are you getting my cat! Fluffkin is my cat, not the house cat. Don't even get me started. Not to be rude, but I think Fluffkin would rather live in a house with people who can actually afford to take care of him than someone like you. All living things prefer people with status over people without. If you're gonna be stuck in Berlin for 2 more days, you should use that time to start looking for your next house. Liz, pick up the phone! I just talked to Craig and he told me what you two are trying to do. You're trying to kick me out of the house, aren't you? Because you're pregnant? How could you do this to me? Yeah, that's right. What's so bad about it? We have to do what's right for our baby. We have to create an environment where she can thrive. Oh, please, Liz. There is nothing normal about any of this. None of this is excusable. Why would I want my child to breathe the same air as you? I don't want her to become a lowlife like you. I need my baby to live in a household with successful, powerful energy. I don't want the baby to be exposed to the foulness that follows you around. So we have to kick you out. It's a no-brainer. Nope, that's not a no-brainer. That's just you and your messed up logic. I get that you're pissed off. It's completely valid. I would be too if I were in your shoes. With no real educational background and a measly income, being a freeloader living with your brother's family must have been a perfect deal for you. And now you don't have that. It sucks, but it has to be that way. You've had it easy for far too long. Look at this as a chance to take ownership of your life. It's not too late for you to make something of yourself. How could you and Craig do this to me? Every other word you say has to do with me being a high school dropout. Do you think it's okay to judge people based off of their academic background? In this day and age? You haven't even bothered to really get to know me. Relax, Joanna. You don't have to be so angry. It wasn't our fault that you didn't make it through high school. You don't have to project your insecurities on us. It's pathetic. Pathetic? You think I'm being pathetic? I'm the one being kicked out of my own house all of a sudden. I have every right to be pissed off. Calm down. Please just hear me out for a second. I know why you didn't finish high school. I know your parents died, so you didn't have a choice. Yeah, I didn't choose this path because I wanted to. It wasn't because I wasn't smart enough or wasn't capable. But nowadays, you can find ways to go back to school, right? There are online courses and options for adult students. I do feel bad about what happened with your parents, but if you wanted a better life for yourself, you could have taken ownership. You being broke and unqualified is your doing at the end of the day. I think you said more than enough, Liz. This is beyond disrespectful. I get you're my brother's wife, and that you're family, but this is really not your place. I'm just being honest with you. Someone has to. You could have worked for a few years, saved up some money, and gone back to school. Or enrolled in a GED program. You had options, but you didn't take any of them. If you wanted to, you could have gone to college like Craig and built a good life for yourself. You deserve every bit of backlash you get from us. Just shut up, please, for the sake of both of us and our family. Oh, please, get off your moral high horse. Look at Craig. Why don't you take a page out of his book for once? He managed to finish high school, got into a decent college, and found himself a high-paying job at a renowned firm. He didn't let his past hold him back from a successful future. But you? All you do is play around with your money. It's pathetic and embarrassing. I am ashamed to even be related to you. I don't play around with my money. Where did you get that from? I'm just telling you what I see. All you do is mess around like a teenager. You quit every decent job after a couple of months. And if you're not hopping from job to job, you're hopping from country to country like an aimless backpacker. If that's not playing around with your money, I don't know what is. You're nothing like Craig. It's a surprise you two are even related. I don't even know what to say at this point. I told you to stop. I told you you crossed the line. Why are you doing this? I'm saying all of this because I don't want you near my baby. You're bound to be a negative influence on my baby. The baby is going to be a successful, smart, and perfect member of society, just like Craig and I. We don't want any bacteria like you plaguing our home and child. Jesus Christ, so now I've been demoted to bacterial status? What the hell is wrong with you? I'm Craig's sister. Did you forget that? How could you speak to someone like this, let alone someone in your family circle? It doesn't matter. Bacteria is bacteria, no matter where it comes from. I don't need to mince my words just because you're related to Craig. Enough of this, though. I think I made myself abundantly clear. When you come back from Berlin, I want you to move out immediately. There's no room for a high school dropout anymore. I don't want an uneducated scum like you in my house. Okie dokie then. Okie dokie? Why are you being so flippant all of a sudden? You do understand that you're being kicked out, right? I'm being serious. I'm not letting you inside the house. Yeah, I get it. You don't have to keep shoving it down my throat. I'll take all of my things out of the house and move out. I'll do it as soon as I come back from Berlin. I understand what you're saying. Don't worry. It'll be like I was never there. Okay. This went surprisingly smoothly. I thought you'd put up more of a fight. If you get it, then that's fine. Thank you for understanding where we're coming from. Craig and I are probably going to be at work when you come back, so can you deal with the moving process on your own? Okay, I wasn't planning on asking you two for help anyway. I can figure things out while I'm waiting for my next flight. Oh, and please leave the key in the mailbox. See you in a few days then. Joanna, what the hell is going on? I told you to take your things out of the house. Why did you take our things too? How dare you? How are we supposed to live here without our things? I don't know what you're talking about. I took out all of my things like you asked me to. Oh, wow. Are you playing dumb now? You stole our things in broad daylight. Nope, I didn't do that. Why would I steal anything from you two? I don't really need any of your stuff. I took my things out of the house. That's all. Enough, Joanna! You know what I'm talking about. You took the new furniture, the brand new electronic appliances in the house, the car. You even took the cat. That was all ours. Sorry to break it to ya, but that's all mine. The car, the furniture, the cat, the electronics. It's all mine. I bought it. With my money. Why are you being so hysterical about this? All I did was take out my things like you asked me to. Oh, that's rich. That's not yours. Craig bought all of that for the two of us. Oh, I don't know what Craig's been telling you, but I bought all of that. He came to me saying he can't buy anything with his income and that he needed some help covering the expenses. So it's all me. What are you talking about? What's so wrong about saying something I bought with my own money is mine and taking it with me? I don't get it. What do you mean Craig asked you to buy it? It seems pretty straightforward. Craig wanted stuff around the house but couldn't afford it, so I bought it. It doesn't make it his, though. It's still my stuff that I bought with my own hard-earned money. The only thing that Craig can lay claim to that I paid for is that college degree you two are so proud of. Hold on. I don't get a single word you're saying. First of all, Craig asked you for money. Why would he do that? And how could you have paid for his college tuition, too? You're broke. How is any of this possible? It's exactly how it sounds. The reason why Craig gets to live the grand life of a college-educated man is because I paid for his college tuition. So, to put it in your terms, I bought it all. I bought his success for him. Stop lying, Joanna. This is embarrassing for you. You didn't pay Craig's tuition. He paid that himself. That's what he told me years ago. Can you just talk to Craig about this? I have a feeling it's better you hear this from him than from me. I have to move my stuff into my new apartment, so I'm kinda busy right now. I don't have time to rehash the past with ya. Wait, I'm not done with you. You can't just go without explaining what's going on. Hope you and Craig can figure this out together. Your favorite dropout has got to get moving.
No! Why did you have to talk to Liz about that stuff? I told you to keep everything between the two of us. I thought that was our deal. I'm on the hot seat now, thanks to you.
What do you mean? I was just telling her the truth. She asked and I spoke. That's all. I felt bad for Liz. She needed to know the truth. She's been living in the dark for too long.
What are you talking about? You're acting like I tricked her into something.
I mean, you kinda did. She's been living a lie. Most of this drama wouldn't have happened if you had told her the truth from the get-go. Liz has been awful to me even before you two got married, but recently she's taken it up 2 notches. She won't stop harassing me about how I'm a high school dropout and am an uneducated loser. I was wondering why she was so obsessed with that narrative, but it all made sense today. You've been lying to her. You made up a pretty story that made you look good so that you could get with her.
I didn't lie to her. You don't have to put it like that. I just added a little bit to the story to make it sound better. I wanted her to like me more. I had to.
If that's not a lie, then what is it? Your whole triumph story is built on a lie. You used me to make yourself look better. When Dad and Mom died, we had enough money to survive, but not much else. The 2 of us were supposed to share that money to go to high school. But you begged me to give you my half of the money they left us so that you could go to college. Do you remember that?
I mean, yeah, I remember that.
I gave you all the money because I was moved by how passionate you were. I wanted to help you as much as I can, especially since you didn't have Mom or Dad to look to for support anymore. When you said you wanted to get extra classes after school to prep for college, I was more than ready to support you, right? I worked as many late-night shifts as possible to pay for the fees. I did everything out of love and didn't even ask for anything in return. Yet this is how you repay me?
Calm down, Joanna. Let's not get too upset here. I don't want things to get sour between us, too. Can we talk about this rationally? Like adults?
Don't tell me to calm down. And rationality left the conversation the minute you lied to Liz. You are not in the place to tell me to be rational. I'm upset because you hurt me. You betrayed me, Craig. I don't regret helping you through school. I don't regret giving you that money. I did all of that because I love you, and I would never ask you to pay back that money. But mocking me in order to boost your self-image is something else. Don't you think that's messed up?
I get it, but I didn't think it would become like this. I didn't think Liz would go off on what I told her and take things to this level.
Your success is based on your hard work, and I acknowledge that. I am so proud of you for making it to where you are, but don't forget who helped you get there. I was there, every step of the way. You didn't become who you are on your own. But the moment you started working at that big firm, you flipped on me. You started mocking me for not going to college. You started to crack jokes about me behind my back. You became such a tool.
I'm sorry about that. I really am. I didn't want to hurt you. I got carried away.
Oh, please. You didn't get carried away. You thought I wouldn't notice what you were doing. You manipulated and gaslighted and took advantage of me. That was all on you. And you know what makes this worse? Even though you put up such a tough front, the moment something went wrong, you always came running back to me. At first, it was begging me to help with money because your new salary wasn't as high as you thought it would be. And then you wanted me to pay for the car and the furniture because you used all of your money on that ridiculously fancy wedding with Liz. And what do I get for helping you? Sheer disrespect and humiliation. Anything to say so far? My high school dropout brain isn't as smart as yours, so you should double-check everything.
No, you're right. You're completely right. I acknowledge every single word of what you said. I was wrong. I messed up.
I didn't let my education stop me. I found companies that prioritized hard work over accolades and worked my way up each time. I built my career from nothing, and it wasn't easy. I got to my pay grade by working my butt off, and this paycheck is supporting you and Liz's lifestyle. But I guess that doesn't mean anything to you if you were on board with kicking me out of the house.
Joanna, I'm so sorry about all of this. I really am. I tried to stop Liz from kicking you out, but she wouldn't listen to me. She said she didn't want to live with you and was hell-bent on it. I couldn't convince her otherwise.
I don't care about your excuses. They're all lies anyway. I'm done with both of you. I've had enough. Don't ever talk to me again. I'm cutting you off.
Wait, Joanna, please. I'm so sorry. Don't do this.
Joanna, are you there? Oh my goodness. Craig told me everything. You make $120K a year? That's amazing. Even Craig and I haven't made it there yet, and we've been working at our farms for years now. What do you want, Liz? Are you sure you want to be texting an uneducated loser like me? It might mess up your child's IQ. I don't care about that anymore. I totally misjudged you. I see you for who you are now, that you're a successful, powerful woman. So can't we make peace and live together again? You, me, Craig, and the baby. The four of us together. It would be so fun to have you at the house.
Why are you suddenly being nice to me? This is creepy and weird.
It must be lonely having all of that money but no one to share it with. So let's live together again. I think it'll be good for all of us. You'll have a family again, and I can make sure my child has a stable life. Wouldn't you want that for my child? For your future nephew/niece?
Wow. You really did a 180 there. It's low-key terrifying how much you've changed in a space of a few days. How could you pretend like nothing happened and ask me to move back in? Did you forget how rude you were to me like literally a few days ago? Are you a psychopath? What the hell?
I apologize if I offended you a few days ago. That wasn't my intention. I was just being honest and following my gut feeling. But I was basing my opinion on what I heard from Craig. I had no idea he was lying, so you can't really be upset with me about this. If I knew the truth, I wouldn't have treated you that way. I would have respected you much more. So can't we just let the past be the past and move on?
Nope, that's not how this works. Respect comes from the heart. You're just trying to manipulate me to get what you want, just like Craig did when he lied about my background to get you. Both of you are manipulative and abusive.
Come on, you don't have to call us names just because you're upset. Can't we make peace, as sisters-in-law? Come back home. We want you back here. You'll be happy here. I'll treat you better, I promise. So can't you move back in today with the car and furniture and whatnot? I need the car to go shopping this weekend.
Wow, spoken like a true psycho. You think that's going to work on me? I'm not stupid, Joanna. I'm not going to come back just because you're speaking to me in a nicer tone. If you want to repair the damage you did, it's going to take a lot more than a few sweet texts. I'm not moving back in with you two.
But you have to! We need you back here. I have plans to go shopping with my friend.
We wanted to drive to the outlet mall outside of town. So I kinda need the car back as soon as possible. What do you expect me to do? Cancel my plans?
Yeah, I don't care. That's literally the least of my priorities. Just get a car share or something. Your shopping plans are not my business.
I don't want to do that. That's embarrassing. She's going to think I'm broke if she sees that. I have an image to keep up as a successful career woman. I can't be seen driving one of those cars. That's for losers, hippies, and runaway criminals.
Like I said, none of my business. If you think your shopping plans are important to me, then you're really overestimating how much I care about you. Besides, if you need a car so desperately, why don't you just go buy one? If you and Craig are so successful, that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, wait. You can't afford a used car, let alone a new one.
Why would you say that?
Even though you two make so much money, you waste it all on useless things. You don't have a single penny saved. I'm sorry, Liz. I shouldn't have suggested you buy a new car. That was so insensitive of me. I completely forgot the financial situation that you and Craig are in.
What are you talking about? Of course we have savings. We both make a decent amount of money. Why would we be broke? I don't appreciate you insulting me just because you're upset. I apologized. Craig apologized. So just put it to rest.
Oh no, this isn't an insult. This is the truth. And you know that too. I lived with you two, so I know how much money you two were spending. Anytime you two got your paycheck, you'd go and spend it on a fancy dinner or $1,000 shopping spree. And all of those designer bags you two love to hoard. How much do those cost anyway? You're total shopaholics with no sense of self-control.
How dare you? Of course we have self-control. We have our reasons for spending money. It's not as bad as you make it seem. Besides, we have to show the world how successful we are. And sometimes that costs money.
Right. Of course it does. But what do I know? I'm just a loser with no education, so I have no one to flaunt my money to. If your spending is necessary, then I guess you'll figure out a way to pay for your living expenses too, right? Because I am definitely not letting you use my car. And forget about getting any of the furniture I bought for the house.
Oh, come on, Joanna, stop being so petty. Why won't you let us borrow the car every once in a while? It's not like you use it all of the time.
Do you really think we're close enough that I'd let you borrow my car? After everything you said to me?
I mean, no. But you have to. We need it.
How do I put this nicely? I don't want anything to do with the two of you. I told Craig this already, but I genuinely mean it when it comes to you. Don't ever contact me again. Don't ever look at me again. Don't ever think of me again. I'm done with you two. If you ever try and talk to me or come near me, I'm going to place a non-contact order on you. I'm literally done. Hope you two work it out. Bye. I blocked Craig and Liz right after everything went down. I heard through a friend of a friend that the two of them are still spending ridiculous amounts of money on unnecessary things. Instead of budgeting for good furniture and homeware, apparently they're using half-broken second-hand things to survive. Apparently they've been telling their friends and coworkers that they're glad I moved out of the house. But get this. I'm going to be joining Liz's company as a manager in a couple of months. I haven't told Liz or Craig any of this, but I'll be joining right before Liz goes on maternity leave. I can't wait to see the look on her face when she sees me at the office.